As the construction crews continue boring deep into the bowels of the earth at the Aberdare mountain, above, the groundswell of dissent is clearly evident.
And the bone of contention is you are going to drain our rivers.
It is the sentiment that prevailed across Murang'a initially, but the tide is changing for the political class. And so I ask, do you support the project?
No, there's no comment on that. On my part, so
The Jubilee administration is firmly in support of the 6.8 billion Northern Collector Tunnel project, which will apparently quench Nairobi City's thirst. Murang'a is undoubtedly a Jubilee stronghold, and clinching the party ticket would almost guarantee the political class the re-election they so much seek. With less than a year to the next election, and conscious that party hopping is now outlawed, they have to walk a tight rope to toe the party line while being careful not to upset the electorate.
President Kenyatta is the first defender of the people of Murang'a. I do not think there is anything the president would do so that the people of Murang'a get shortchanged.
The tunnel has evidently turned into a hot political issue, pitting the Murang'a leadership against two critical forces, their voters and their political patrons.
Most of our political leaders, and especially the CEO of this country, want to be politically light.
The CORD politicians, on the other hand, have nothing to lose by siding with Murang'a's dissidents.
we know there are cities which are being constructed in rail which are owned by politicians, and actually they want to take the water there.
Their statement to the media is more direct. It states, and I quote, "The greatest likelihood is that the project is being rushed so as to supply water for a mammoth housing project being put up by President Kenyatta and his family enterprise," end of quote. They dispute the explanation that the tunnel will be fed entirely by the floodwaters, as the government insists.
We cannot be cheated. Rainwater that results into floods, if we are to depend on it, I don't know whether there will be Lake Victoria or floods for that matter, but it depends on the water that comes from those little springs upstream.
My main consideration in this debate is that first and foremost the people of Kiharo should get enough water, each and every homestead in my constituency and also the larger Murang'a.
So the tunnel politics continue to simmer, and water being an emotive matter may just be one of the key election issues in Murang'a in 2017. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen TV, Nairobi.